Wow. Don't I look like Casper? I literally look identical to Casper the Ghost. I'm so pale. Bring on summer, because I hate being pale. Does anyone else just love it in summer when you've got that natural tan? Like just that sun glow. Sun-kissed, not sun glow, I think sun-kissed. This is just winter, isn't it? And let's be honest, this is what we all look like in winter. Pale. Well, I do anyway. Also, can I actually just say, I've not even introduced the video, so apologies, but can I actually just say before I get into the video, I know my chest is darker than the rest of my body. That's because I've just put some instant tan on my chest, which I will go into, but I'm not like just half fake tanned before anybody goes there, so let's just cover that up for now. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am just about to start getting ready, and I thought I could do a updated get ready with me, because I think the last one that I did was before my friend's baby shower last year, and it was literally just before I went to Florida, so that would have been May, like early May last year, which is crazy. And that was like coming into summer, so some of the products and stuff are like the things that I would use in summer. So I thought I could do a bit of an updated one and show you some of the products. Some of the products will be exactly the same, but some I do kind of swap and change for winter and summer and the different seasons. So yeah, I just thought I could film myself getting ready. I do get a lot of questions about what makeup I use, hair tools. I know I did a little bit of a clip in a vlog a few weeks ago curling my hair, but today I'm actually going to give the Dyson Airwrap another chance, because it's really frustrating, because the Beauty Works hair tong is fantastic, like so good, and a fraction of the price. But I like the Dyson Airwrap because it's air, and I feel like it's better on my hair. But like I said in that last vlog, it just doesn't stay, like it just drops, and it's really frustrating. But I saw a hack on TikTok, and it's to use like little grips to pin it. So I'm going to give that a go today and just see if it works, because I like to try different things, and if it doesn't work, then looks like we're going back to the hair tool. Anyways, very long introduction. If you are excited for today's video, then please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. I am actually going to start off with my hair, but before I do so, like I just said, I have just put some instant tan on my chest. I find, especially in winter, especially if I've not fake tanned, I have to, because I know some people like change the shades of their foundation throughout the year. So like in summer you like would use like a darker foundation, and in winter you go like a lighter shade. I don't do that. I use the same shade all year round, because I don't want to use a light foundation in winter. I don't want to be pale. Do you know what I mean? So I use the same shade. So what I find I have to do sometimes is just put a little bit of instant tan on my chest. We are actually going out today to meet two of our friends. We're going to Leeds for like a few drinks, a nice meal and stuff. So I've just put some of that on my chest, and I will also put some on my hands, arms, depending on what I wear. If I've got a long sleeve top on, I'm not gonna lie, I will just put a bit of instant to there so my hands match, because that does not match at all. And it's the worst thing, isn't it, when you have like a tan face and white hands. Do you know what? I have been using this instant tan for years, and it was actually my mum that introduced me to it, and it's honestly the best instant tan I have ever used. It's called the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. That's what it looks like, but it's honestly so good. You can get it in like a cream, and you can also get it in a spray. I personally do prefer the cream. I just find it's not as drying, but the spray is also really good. When I tell you, this literally does leave your body airbrushed. It really does. It's one of the best, probably one of the best tans. Like if you're going on a night out, I'd actually be half tempted to put like tan on, but then also put a little bit of this on over the top, because it really does leave you looking airbrushed. It's such a good instant tan. And one thing that I love, it's water resistant. So that's probably what you're thinking, that you're going to put it on your hands. What about when you wash your hands? It's water resistant. So obviously if I'm scrubbing my hands, which I will when I wash them, it will come off, but that's the palm, that's fine. However, if like the tops get water on them, it's not going to come off. So that's another thing that I really like, because I've often been out with this on, and I've had like a skirt or a dress on, and it's rained, and it just doesn't budge. It's honestly so good. Obviously when you're going to shower off and start scrubbing it, then it will come off, but honestly I couldn't recommend it anymore. I think the cream's about £12 and the spray's about £7-8. So affordable, lasts so long. And like I said, I used to use it all the time, and then I didn't use it for years. And then the other week I was thinking, right Ellie, come on, we need to sort this situation out. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to order some more. So I've just used that with this iconic is it Iconic London buffing brush, and I've just put that on there. But like I said, I will do the same on my hands as well. But yeah, really good. It's called the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. Smooth on perfect legs. I mean, I put it all over, but it's just, honestly, if you've not tried it, I'd highly recommend. You can get it from Superdrug. It's harder to get the cream. You can pretty much get this from like Boots, Superdrug, many places, but this I got off Amazon. So if I can find it, I'll leave the link down below, because I just can't even rave about it enough. Like I say, I'm going to try the Dyson Airwrap again. I'm going to give it another go, because I do love the hairdryer. Like I say, I just find when I curl it, it drops, and it really makes me sad, because it looks really good when you've done it and then it just drops out. But I saw this thing on TikTok and I really want to try it. So the trick was to put grips, because they've got like little grooves in the, what's this even called? Airwrap. Because there's got little grooves. In this TikTok, I don't know if it's going to work, but when you go like this, you're meant to like slot the grip down the groove and then release it. And it like, it's not going to pin curl it obviously to the top of your head, but it will pin curl it a little bit. So I thought I could just try that. Do a little bit of a test for us all, let you know if it works, and I will update you as well in the vlog if it actually did stay in. But that would be a game changer, so hopefully, because it would be nice to be able to use the two. I mean, I've got this now, so I want to make use of it, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to try that. And actually, can we all just give me a pat on the back, because I've actually kept my grips in this little thing. Every time I get these, I lose them, and I made a vouch for myself to keep them in this. And I have, and I've not lost any. I mean, I probably have lost them, but I've got a stash, which is what I need. Anyways, right, let's just crack on, because I've been talking for ages. So I've recently just started using the Beauty Works Professional 10-in-1 Miracle Spray. I see this everywhere, and I just thought it looked really good, and I thought I'd give it a go. It's got 10 benefits, so it eliminates frizz, restores shine, nourishes, replenishes oils, protects from heat, detangles, conditions, prevents split ends, enhances the natural body, repairs dry and damaged hair. So I thought, you know what, why not? I think I got this for like, I'm sure it's like £12. So I'm going to give this a spray. Now this is also obviously going to dampen my hair a bit, so I wonder if that'll work, because that's another thing with the Dyson Airwrap. I know a lot of people do it when their hair's damp. I've never done that. I always do it when my hair's dry. This always confuses me. You never know which one to use, but if you look in the mirror, it's the way it points. So yeah, they're right, okay. Right, let's go for it. Let's give it a go. Please work. Please, please, please work. Right. Let's get the grips ready. I'm really intrigued, you know, to see if this little grip hack is going to work. Okay. Honestly, not used this in the longest time. So bear with. Usually leave it for, I'd say, around 10 seconds. How am I going to do the grip at the back though, so I can't see it? How's that going to work? Are we just going to have to grip the front? Didn't think this fit through, did I? I think I've bodged it up already. How are you meant to do this? How are you meant to do this at the back? Well, that's not worked, has it? Because I'm not even... What I might do is, for the back where I can't really see, just do that. And see if that works. Wow, I thought this was going to be so easy. And it's not started off the best. I think for the ones we can't see, we're going to just have to do that, and then when we get to the front we can try and put it down the wedge, if that makes any sense. We'll give it a go. Okay. I mean, I definitely look like Curly Sue. This is not a sight, but I think I got there. Do you know what? It was actually, at the start it was really difficult because I hadn't got the grip of it. But actually, you literally do just slot it up the little groove, up them bits there, like up there, and it works wonders. I don't know how they're going to come out because they're not the neatest pin curls, but I don't feel like you can really get that look. I'll try if I can and link the TikTok down below. It was Amber Turner off Towie, if anybody watches that, but it was her who did it, but I'll pop the link down below. Anyways, now I need to get on with my makeup, but this is the issue now, because these are like all around my face, it's a bit like, how is this going to work? Because usually I'd like, I wonder if I could clip, is that even going to make a difference? That's not going to make a difference, is it? We're just going to have to try and work around the curls. Okay. I'm going to try and make this work. So what I am going to do is, I have already cleansed, toned and everything to my skin. I did that when I got out of the shower. So my skin's literally ready for me to do my foundation. So there's two foundations that I love to use, are the Charlotte Tilbury one. Literally been using these for so long now. This one's probably my favourite one because it's a little bit more lightweight. But I do think I would probably tend to grab for that more in the summer when I want something a little bit more lightweight. So that's my favourite, but it's pretty much nearly empty. And I get that in the shade 7 Natural. It's come off, Neutral or Natural 7. Yeah, and then this one is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, long wear foundation, and this one's a lot more full coverage. So I tend to grab for this one a bit more in the winter. But I feel like over the past couple of years I'm not into really heavy foundations. To put it into perspective, I used to wear the double wear foundation, taking it back 4 years. Like, I was literally double wear through and through. Now if you've tried double wear before, you will know how thick that is. I couldn't honestly think of anything worse than putting double wear on my face because I just can't stand the feel of it. I think that's why I like this one so much. This one's not as thick as double wear, but it's still quite thick. So sometimes what I'll do is, sometimes I'll mix the two together and I find that works really well. But what I've been doing recently is just mixing this with a bit of my SPF, mixing them together and then putting them on my face, and I find that that works really well. So I'm first of all going to start off with the Bobbi Brown face base. Absolutely love that stuff. And then I'm going to mix these together. And guys, I've actually been using a foundation brush, which is really unlike me, but again, I see it on TikTok. What I like to do is I like to put it on with this and then go with my old faithful, the damp beauty blender, and then just blend it in, because I do find beauty blenders are the best thing. I couldn't just use a brush, but I feel like this is good to like get it all over your face and like distribute it, and then pat it down with this. Also, we're all friends, don't judge the mucky brushes and beauty blender, they need a wash, but I haven't done that before the video. Another cream that I really like, and I've actually been using quite a lot recently, is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, and this has got SPF 30 in. So what I tend to do if I'm using this is I will either use this as the base and the SPF, put this all over, then just go straight in with that. Or if I'm not using that like today, I'll put a bit of the Bobbi Brown on and then mix my SPF with my foundation. This SPF's really good as well. It's the La Roche-Posay one. And again, it's SPF 30. And I just find that by mixing them, the foundations are not as thick, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Also, has anybody used the dupe of the Bobbi Brown? The Aldi one? Because I've literally been looking for that dupe for the longest time. I think I started looking for it way before Christmas, and I just cannot seem to find it. So I'd be intrigued to know if you have used it, is it any good? Because I really would like to get my hands on some. This is really difficult with all these bits in my face. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Right, I'm going to do 2 pumps, which actually might be a little bit too much to be fair. And then a decent amount of that. The brushes I use always a Real Technique. Right, so I'm just going to blend that together. I should have probably said at the start as well, I am no makeup artist. I'm no expert in makeup at all. This is just what I do and what I find works for me. But any makeup artist watching this are probably like screaming at the television right now to be like, please don't do it that way. But this is just how I do it. So paint my face with this. Like I said, I just like the brush to evenly kind of like distribute it. Get all the hair out of the way. and then go with my beauty blender and just kind of pat it all in. Also, I don't even know if this would have been obvious in the clip before when I was doing my hair, but if you saw me jump out my skin, that's because Tommy came home and decided to make me jump. Tommy, did you record that?
I'm just deleting it because it wasn't that funny.
He came in, recorded me on his phone and made me jump out my skin. We always do that to each other, don't we, Tom?
Yeah, you did it to me last night, so I thought you were having it back.
Oh, God. Fun fact, actually. It's not even a fact, it's a story. Fun story. Tom, do you remember when we were at your mum and dad's and you hid in that dressing gown?
It was your mum's.
Was it?
It was your mum's and I was hid behind the door.
Come and tell the story. Come and tell the story.
Honestly, if anyone wants a great like scaring spot, on the door, back of the doors, we have these hooks, and you had them at your mum's. They like hook on the back of the door, and then obviously you hang your dressing gowns on it. I'm sure everyone's got dressing gowns put on the back of the door. And basically, she had loads. Sorry,
just to interrupt, but I'm going to go on to my concealer. So I just quickly want to show which concealer I'm using. Okay. So it's about that. Right. I'm just going to cover up some of my blemishes because I've got a few spots, like I said, in this Glow Hub. I got this for Christmas off one of my best friends because they asked what I wanted, and I said a really good concealer, and I sent them these. Best ever concealer. It's got tea tree in, so it's honestly so good, even if you want a no makeup day and just want to cover your spots. This is a little pale because this is my natural colour, so putting it over foundation, I'm probably going to be a bit pale. I'm going to have to dab back over it with the foundation. But yeah, the Glow Hub concealer stick, phenomenal, and this little brush works wonders. Sorry, Tom.
No. Anyway, back to the story of, you know, best hiding place for I put a dressing gown over me the wrong way and hooked it back on, and then I think I must have had like pyjama bottoms on, and I like just stood behind the door in like that, and then Ellie obviously came in the door, so I like shuffled myself forward and then shuffled myself back, and she walked in, and she was there for ages now, and I was literally on the back of the door for ages, and then I just lifted my hands up, pulled it down, and like screamed, and she like burst into tears. Like she was like, you know, like a horror movie when they just like burst into tears.
Yeah, because I was so shocked.
You're so scared, weren't you?
You have won the award there for best hiding.
That was best,
and best prank probably for us. Because honestly, like, it sounds pathetic that I cried, but I cried because it genuinely made me jump so much. Like, it just looked like the dressing gown was hung on the door. Like, it didn't look like there was an actual person there.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It was funny, that, actually. It wasn't funny at the time. But I've just moved forward a bit, but I have just damped my beauty blender again with just the Iconic spray, just because I literally did that before I started my hair and it's now dry, but it's just lazy. I could have gone to the bathroom, but I didn't. Anyways, what I was saying about this concealer, honestly, I feel like I've been looking for a good concealer for years, like literal years, and I've never found one that actually works. And then I saw this one on TikTok. I feel like I see everything on TikTok nowadays, but I saw this on Amelia Olivia's channel, and it's a high coverage Zit Zap concealer wand infused with tea tree and salicylic acid. So it's obviously good for, well, it's not the best obviously because it's a concealer, but it's got stuff in it for your skin, for like your spots, which I absolutely love. And honestly, it is amazing. It covers your blemishes so well. If you want a no makeup day, bang that on. And this brush is the Beauty Crop F210 concealer brush. Them together are an absolute game changer. I would actually probably go as far as saying, if I had to pick one makeup product to have for the rest of my life, it would be this with this brush. So good, like really good. And I think it's only like, it's under £10 I think, so definitely worth it. Anyways, next up, concealer. Last time I did a get ready with me, I said that I used concealer but didn't really know why, because I just didn't really think it worked. But now I know it's because I hadn't found the right concealer, and I got this one from Aldi again, in here with the Aldi dupes, just off a whim. I just saw it and thought, oh, I'll give that a go. And it's obviously a dupe of something, I'm not sure what, but it's the brightening concealer. This is what it looks like. I've got it in the shade shade 3, and I just love it. I really love it. I just think it's such a good concealer, and I do honestly think it brightens the skin as well. I think it actually does what it says on the tin, which I really like. So yeah, I'm a bit sad really, because I don't actually know that they do this anymore, because I've not seen it in my Aldi, the closest one to me, in a while. Otherwise I definitely would have stocked up. So I'm hoping that they haven't stopped doing it. But can you just see, it just kind of brightens it up ever so slightly. I'm just going to move the camera back a tiny little bit. I don't even know what's going on with my hair at this point. Wow. I'm not even going to touch it. So yeah, that's concealer. And then powder. I've never really been a powder kind of girl, I'm not going to lie. Again, off TikTok, I saw everyone using these, so I got them. I'm going to say I don't get the hype, but I think it's because I'm not using the right powder with it. I think I need to buy like a better powder, because I've got this one, which is the Laura Mercier Translucent. I've also got the Charlotte Tilbury one. I don't know. I don't know if it's my powder, but I just don't think, you know, like when you see everyone on TikTok doing it, and like their under their eyes looks like so smooth and amazing. I just don't feel like it's good, but I don't feel like mine looks as smooth and amazing as what everyone else's does when they do it. So like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm not getting the right powder, or maybe it's just because I'm not doing it properly, because like I say, I'm not the best at makeup. I just kind of go with it, to be quite honest. Right, I'm just gonna have to, let me just try and sort this pin out. Do you know what I've just thought as well? I hope this isn't the case, but I hope there's not like loads of kinks in my hair where the grips have been, because I didn't really think about that. Wow. I'm glad we're all friends, because this is just not a sight, is it, at all? This is not a sight. Right, what have I done? Done my base, done my concealer, done my powder. Okay, now we're on to bronzer and blusher. So again, another Real Technique brush. It says Real Technique 400. If that means anything to anyone. Now this hasn't changed since I've last done one of these videos, because I use the same blusher and powder, not powder, blusher and bronzer. I honestly couldn't even tell you. Literally the best and so affordable. Let me just put the lid back on. You can see it's literally battered. But I use the My Perfect Colour Foundation Pressed Powder in the shade Toffee, 10 Toffee. It's £2 from Primark, and I have tried higher end bronzers, and I honestly, hands down, just think this is the best one that I've ever tried, and it literally costs £2, so you can't go wrong. And I've had this way over a year. It lasts for 24 months, which is good, because a lot of things only last a year, don't they? So that's actually really good. And then as for blushes, I again use the Primark ones, and they're absolutely amazing. When I bought these, they were £1 each. I don't know if they're £1.50 each now, but I mean, it's still really affordable, isn't it? And I've got 2 shades. This is how long I've had these. The lids have come off, like there's no lid on them. But I've got this one, which is the shade In the Pink, which as you can see is just a really pinky one. And then I've got this one, which is in the shade True Peach. I'm going to use this one today, the True Peach one. It's really pigmented as well. I just think it's stunning. Isn't it funny how products come back around? Because literally 2 years ago I would not have worn blusher. It just wasn't for me. It was like a thing of the past, whereas now I feel like it's one of the most important steps. I absolutely love a good blush. I'm actually gonna put a few of the iconic drops on my face, just because I do feel a little bit too matte. So I'm just gonna put on these Iconic London Illuminator drops in the shade Original. And I showed this hack last time, again, saw it on TikTok, but I used to like dot it, and then I saw this girl say that you just have 3 dots, and it was true. Like, the more you blend it, you just see the dots. So she said basically put a little bit on the back of your hand like this, and then get your beauty blender and do it that way, and I do think that's a lot better. You see, just to like glow my face up a bit, because it's a little bit too matte for my liking. And I'll just put this like on the top of my cheekbones, on my nose, bit there, and then a bit up here as well. Okay, on to eyebrows. I don't really do too much with my brows. I did tint them myself the other day for the first time with that, is it Eyelure? This. And I think they've gone alright, to be fair. Now, again, I used to use the Refi brow pen and literally was obsessed with it. I've still got one in here. No, I don't think I have. And I stuck with that because I just couldn't find... Oh, I need a new one of them. Luckily, I've got about 10 stashed in my drawer because I love it that much. What was I even saying then? So yeah, I used to use the Refi brow pencil and use that and use it because I just couldn't find another one that was the same. And then if you watch my Primark hauls, you'll have seen that I found these from Primark. They are the Brow Sketch. They look like this, and honestly they are identical to the Refi brow pencil. They are so good and a fraction of the price. How much are these? £2, £2.50. So honestly, would really recommend. I've got about 10 was an exaggeration. I've got about 4 of these because every time I go I always stock up. So all I'll do is just use the spoolie end just to brush my brows up, and then I'll just go in and I will literally do a bit underneath and a bit on top. Like you'll see, I don't really do much at all, but I'm not going to talk because I can't talk and do this. So line underneath, bit of a line, and a few like strands on top, like that, and then just brush it in. And that's all I do with my brows, barring the gel that I'll put on after. So line. And then brush. And then I'm still going strong with my Got To Be brow gel. Which one's the new one? What's that one? This is just amazing, and again so affordable. I think it's like £5 off Amazon. Again, I'll try and find the link and leave it below for you all. But this is the Got To Be brow gel. I love the Got To Be products in general. I think they're so good. But this is really good, and it's multi-purpose as well, so you can use this for your brows or you can use it for your flyaways, which I think is really good. You know, like if you've got your hair up and you've got those annoying little flyaways, it's really good for that as well. So literally we'll just draw them up. I don't even know if you can see a difference, but you can in person, I promise. And yeah, that's my eyebrows done. I just honestly can't rave about this eyebrow gel enough. In fact, going back to, if I could literally choose 2 products to use for the rest of my life, it would be this and it would be that concealer that I showed you. Next up, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't think I've ever used an eyelash curler in my life up until the last month. And I got this from Primark a while ago, and I saw it in my drawer the other week and just decided to try it out. And how good are they? I feel like I want to invest in like a really good one. I don't usually do it because I usually have my LVL, but if you've not got an LVL, I think this is a really good hack to do. I don't know if I'm just late to the party, but I just think they make such a difference. Once I've done that, I am going to go in with mascara. Again, I don't really tend to usually wear mascara because I usually do have LVL, but I've not had LVL in what feels like the longest time. I need to get that booked in actually. But when I've not got it, or when it's getting to the end and I need my LVL topping up, I'll use mascara. This is another Aldi dupe. I think this is meant to be a Benefit dupe. It's the Girl Gone Bad mascara from Aldi. Here's a question for you all actually. When you wear mascara, do you wear it on your bottom and top lashes, or do you just wear it on the top? Because again, 2 years ago, I would have always put it on both, but now I only ever tend to put it on my top. And I'm not actually sure why I do that, but yeah, I never ever put it on my bottoms anymore, which is crazy really. What I'll do with my bottoms is I'll just go and brush them with a spoolie. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Do you put it on top or top and bottom? Another little hack. If you get mascara, I don't think I've got a clean spoolie. Need to order some more. I'm just going to use the end of this one. If you get mascara on your face like I have there, instead of wiping it and ruining your makeup, just get a spoolie and just kind of wipe it with a spoolie and it come off and doesn't take your makeup off. Like, let me just show you. And then I've also got a bit up here and a bit there. I've got it everywhere actually. Gone. Just a little hack for you all. And then that's my lashes done. I have never been one of these girls to wear eyeshadow, if I'm honest. If ever I do want to wear a bit of eyeshadow, I'll literally just get an eyeshadow brush and use bronzer and put it on top and underneath, but it's very, very rare that I will do that. Okay, so last but not least, I just had to quickly run to the car because my lip gloss was in the car. Lips. So where is, I think I had this issue last time. I always see, oh no, it's there, to lose my lip liner. So for lip liner, I use MAC. What is this? Because it's all come off. It's the one that everyone uses. Hang on, if I look on my phone, I'll be able to tell you. It's the MAC Spice Liner. Could do with a good sharpen, but I'll just kind of line my lips with this, like so. And then lip gloss. I've got a few favourite lip glosses. So I really like the Lifter glosses by Maybelline. They're really good. I've got a couple of shades in them. And then I love the NYX Butter glosses. I've used these for years. They're so good. I have them in 2 shades. Creme Brulee and Sugar High. So Sugar High is more like a darky nude colour, and then Creme Brulee is like a pinky colour, so I'm going to go with that one today. This is probably my favourite lip gloss. And that is my makeup complete. I am just going to give my face a bit of a spritz with the iconic Prep Set and Glow spray. And then we're good to go. Do you see what I mean now, where my neck and my face really blends in? It didn't before, did it at all? Right, are we ready for the grand reveal of the curls? They are like fully cooled down. Now, should I put a bit of hairspray on now, or do I do it when it's dropped? Should we do it when it's dropped? Let me just get the hairspray. Right, where did I start? I started at the back, didn't I? So let's take them out first because they'll have been in the longest. I mean, the main test we want to know is whether they stay though, isn't it? So I'll have to update you all on that situation. But they do feel like really cool now, like really cooled down. I feel like going from back to front has all gone out the window. I'm just taking any out at this point. Okay, this is what we're looking like. A bit like Curly Sue at the moment. I guess you could leave it like this if this is the look you were going for, but I am going to brush mine through. What I will say is they do feel, I mean that one doesn't, they do feel like very secure, if that even makes any sense, but obviously time will tell. Right, are we ready? I feel like this is the best part, isn't it? Brushing them out. So there's the difference, if anyone was wondering. Brushed, these not brushed. Also, does anyone else think that they have a side which always goes better? Because for me, this side I think always goes better and lasts longer. Which is really strange because I've done the exact same thing on both sides, but I'm not really sure why that is. Oh, I really hope these last. I mean, that one's not doing great, is it? What I might do with that is just really quickly air wrap it, put it in a grip whilst I get ready. And I'm just going to leave that in whilst I get ready. But we'll just cover it up for now. So you guys can kind of see the end result. But so far, I'm happy with how they've turned out. But it all just depends, doesn't it, on how they stay. So let's just give it a blast with this hairspray. And then, like I say, what I'll do is I'll update you on a vlog with whether it actually stuck. But that is the finished result, barring this little bit, but like I said, I just need to keep that in. So I am going to go ahead and end today's video here. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!